If you sell your crypto right now because you're looking at the price, you are going to miss the single biggest wealth creation event of this entire cycle. Look, the crypto market just got absolutely wrecked. We're talking $500 billion gone, vanished from the market in less than a week. Bitcoin, it's sitting at a 10-month low. XRP has just cratered to its lowest point in 14 months. But here's the twist, and you really need to pay attention to this. While all the prices are in a complete free fall, the actual on-chain data, the network fundamentals, they're stronger than they have ever been. By the end of this explainer, you're going to understand exactly why this massive disconnect between price and reality is creating a once-in-a-generation buying opportunity. So let's dive right in. Okay, so while all the retail investors, the moon boys, are absolutely panicking, the smart money, the institutions, they see this for exactly what it is, the predictable, painful, but profitable depths of a crypto winter. And get this, according to Matt Hougan, the CIO over at Bitwise, we've actually been in a full-blown crypto winter since January of last year. Yeah, it was just hidden, totally obscured by those huge initial ETF flows. Now here's what's so wild about the timing. Historically, these crypto winters last for about 13 months. So if this one kicked off back in January 2025, that puts us right now, today, in the final, most brutal stage of it all. It's called the exhaustion phase. And this is the most crucial point. This is the moment of maximum fear, maximum pessimism. It's that point where the very last sellers finally give up and capitulate. And that is what creates the absolute best entry points, right before the market makes its turn. So that brings us to the core deception here. The price, what you see on the screen, is telling you a story of total collapse. But the blockchain, the actual on-chain data, is telling a completely different story. It's a story of incredible foundational growth. This is the one question that smart money is asking right now. What if the most obvious signal out there, that red price ticker you check every day, is actually the biggest lie in the entire market? And this chart just perfectly illustrates that massive disconnect. While the price is tanking, the key indicators of network health, we're talking about things like active user addresses and total value locked, or TVL, which is basically all the capital in DeFi. They're not just stable, they are accelerating upwards. And here you have it from veteran analyst Tom Lee himself. He confirms this has never happened at a cycle top before. He argues this isn't a market peak at all. It was just a leverage washout. And that already finished back in October. Now, before we break down the exact macro signals that confirm we are scraping the bottom, you need to listen to this very carefully. If you are watching this from Crypto Globo News without a subscription, you are missing the alerts. The algorithm will hide this content next week, so click subscribe right now to stay on the timeline. The on-chain data is, frankly, incredibly bullish, but it's the macro environment that really seals the deal. The entire economic cycle is broken, it's inverted, and it's flashing a massive green light for crypto. You see this number? For a record 36 straight months, the ISM Manufacturing Index has been in contraction. This is a critical sign of economic health, and it's basically screaming that the industrial economy is slowing way, way down. Historically, Bitcoin has never, ever reached a cycle peak without the ISM index also peaking. But right now, as this chart clearly shows, the entire cycle is upside down. On-chain activity is accelerating while the rest of the economy is contracting. This kind of setup is completely unprecedented. We're actually breaking down charts just like this every single week in our community tab. I'd love to hear what you're seeing in the data, so head on over there and join the discussion. And would you look at this? Even with all the panic in the streets, capital is flowing onto exchanges, not off of them. Binance alone saw almost $1 billion in net inflows just this week. Somebody is buying this dip, and they are buying it in a big, big way. So what do you do with all this information? Well, while everyone else is panic selling based on a lagging indicator like price, you now have the data to execute the smart money playbook. And the playbook is actually pretty simple. Step 1, you have to survive this period of extreme fear. Step 2, you follow the on-chain data we just talked about, not the media drama. And step 3, you have to understand that price is the last thing to catch up. The fundamentals have already turned the corner. And hey, if you want my real-time updates as this reversal starts to pick up steam, join my Telegram. You can scan the QR code right here on the screen or just use the link in the description to get these insights before anybody else does. So the crypto winter is ending. All the data suggests the reversal is right around the corner. But the real question isn't if it's going to happen, it's which assets are going to lead the charge. And the fundamentals we've gone over, they point to a very specific category of tokens. And for all of our US viewers, the upcoming Clarity Act is about to pour rocket fuel on this fire. Now, to see our full breakdown of the exact assets we think are poised to explode, click the video right here on the screen. And please, like, share, and subscribe to Crypto Global News. You do not want to get left behind on this.
Stay ahead in the crypto market. Subscribe now for the latest global news and updates.